Hello everyone, welcome back to the part 3 of Git Essentials tutorial. In the last video we have initialized a remote repository into our local system. So now let's add a file, add it, commit it and push it to the remote repository. So I'm here. Let me go to desktop. I'm in the desktop now. Git Essentials. I am using Visual Studio Code for this tutorial. You can use any code editor you want, any IDE. Let me do this. If you are using Visual Studio Code, doing code space dot will open that directory in your Visual Studio Code. So I am here right now. So let me explain what I have installed before. I have installed something called terminal here. That allows users to use terminal right from here. That will provide you can install this if you want, or you can use the basic terminal. This terminal will be handy, that's why I have used it. And here, so whenever you create a repository, by default your branch will be master. So we'll talk about branching and all in the later parts of this tutorial. For this video, let me do the following. This is our code. We don't have any files yet. Source control. Here you have source control. Here you will have all the changes that you need to push, commit, change, etc. Everything will be here, the changes you made. Let me create a file now. Tutorial.txt. So I created a tutorial.txt file. Now in my changes, it's showing this change, right? This is an untracked change, that's why you got U. And let me add the following. This text is added from the local repo for the first time, right? I'm saving this. Now I had my changes here. I need to push this to my remote server. For that, you can see it here, or if you are using some other IDE which doesn't show these changes, you can do git status. This will tell you all the list of all untracked files that you need to update. Okay. Now git add is the command which you can use for push to group these changes. You can simply do git add tutorial1.txt, or if you have tons of changes to be updated at a time, you can do another thing too. I'll tell you later. For now, git add tutorial, I did that. So what if I added an file that is not necessary, that should not be uploaded? I need to revert it back. For that, you can do git reset. That will bring back my staged changes to the local changes. You can do git add dot to add all the files you have to the staged changes. Right now they are staged. All staged changes can be committed at once using git commit command. Git commit -m, and there goes the commit message. Added the first file from the local repo. Right? This message can be anything. You can put it anything. I just kept that. After committing, now these changes will be gone. It shows git one file change and one insertion. So what is this insertion? Git doesn't check for all the changes that you have made. It will just, if it finds a let's say if it finds a change in this first line, or it can be in the last, or it can be in the first, it simply removes this entire line and it will add another line. Let me explain it here itself. Now I have changed something called TIM. So there is a change now. So what that will do is, in our changes, let me show you like this. So this is the changed area. Let me put it here. So your this will be deleted, this will be deleted, and this line will be inserted. So now you might have understood what is happening here. It will not check for any change. If it finds any change in this, it will not find further in that line. It will just drop that line. It will add the another line. That's it. It's simple, right? It's simple. So I'll put it as usual. Now go here. Close this. Okay, let me save that. That's fine. So I have committed this one. Now if I do git status on branch master, where I'm in my master branch and nothing, there are no changes to commit. When you do git log, it will show you my commit here. So you have committed one. This is the commit ID. It is an SSH encryption of your files, the author of this file. There are many parameters in that, you can see in the documentation. I'm not sure. So this is the other. So this is the commit message. I have committed these changes. Now let's go to the repository. Let me reload that. There is no code still in the repository. Why? Because the process for pushing your code from local repository to remote repository is pushing. You didn't do that. You just committed your local changes. That's it. You need to push a commit to your remote repository. For that you need to do git push origin. Origin is origin is something which you aliased your remote repository as origin master. So you are pushing the local changes to origin, to the origin which is your remote. Master is your branch. You are pushing your changes to a remote repository's master branch. So okay, let me do this. It will ask for username and password if you're doing it for the first time. I am doing it for the first time in this system. You might not get that if you have installed Git and used it before. This is a one-time process, don't worry. So it's telling me created a new branch, master to master. So let me open this up. Let me reload. That's it. I have my first file here, tutorials.txt. This text is added from the local repo. That's it. You have added a new file, committed the changes and pushed them to the remote repository. In the next video, let's talk about branching, stashing and all. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.